Hi, everyone. Welcome to September of 2024. I know. How did we get here? Holy cowabunga. This year has just simultaneously flown by and taken forever. I don't know how to work with that. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Anyway, September. Wow. Okay. So, in the English language, September kicks off the Burr months: September, October, November, December. And where I live, November and December really are like burr kind of months. It gets cold. Um, so, September, we have so much to talk about, but I'm going to try to make it as bite sized pieces as I can. So, we start the month, now we're in Virgo season, and September is split by Virgo because the sun usually changes signs each month around the 20th, 22nd, somewhere in there. So we spend about 2/3 of the month in one sign, and then we hit another sign the other third of the month. So we're in Virgo season now. And then later in the month, I'm not sure the exact date. Like I said, it's around the 20th. We move into Libra. So with September beginning in Virgo season, we have a new moon in Virgo because new moons are always in the same sun sign that we're in. So the second or third, depending on where you live in the world, we'll have a new moon in Virgo. And new moons are awesome for starting a new chapter. It's like a blank slate. So we're starting the month with a blank slate, and I love that journey for us. We're going to take a look a little bit here in this reading. I don't want it to go on too long, but I will do a separate reading specifically for the new moon and then one specifically for the full moon during the month. So stay tuned for those. The full moon, speaking of, is a super full moon eclipse in Pisces. So everybody take a deep breath. Here's why. The full moon will always take place in the opposite sign of the sun sign that we're in. So 12 zodiac signs, each one has an opposite sign. And the opposite of Virgo is Pisces. So earth and water are always opposite, fire and air are always opposite. So with this energy, super full moons we're already crazy at the full moon. So the super full moon and it being an eclipse, cowabunga. So we'll do its own dedicated reading because it deserves that um, later. But for now, we'll see what comes out during the reading. But for now, just note that'll happen around the 17th or 18th of September, again, depending on where you live in the world. So this month, especially the first 20 days ish of the month, we're in Virgo season. So Virgo's an earth sign, awesome to get rid of any clutter or anything that's not working because Virgos, I love you, you know I do. Virgos are perfectionistic. So paying attention to those details and tweaking, making little tweaks. You don't have to make big changes, but like just little quarter turns. And it's like, oh, there we go. Perfect. So detoxing, releasing the past. It's a good time to physically declutter your life. So physically getting rid of stuff that doesn't serve you, rehoming it, or if it's broken, throw it away. If it can't be fixed, throw it away. Or repurpose it, upcycle it, whatever applies. The new moon in Virgo, because we're kicking off the month with it, really there's a couple ways you could look at this. On one hand, there's a lot of Saturn and Pluto energy going on right now because they're making some moves this month. I'm not an astrologer and I don't play one on TV, so feel free to find your favorite astrologer and find out what that means. Just know that Pluto is death, rebirth. It's Scorpio. It rules Scorpio. So death and rebirth energy, the death card in tarot. Awesome energy. It's the Phoenix. It's pretty cool. It's great to work with. So getting rid of what doesn't work to make room for what does. That's great for this new moon. And Saturn is a planet that is the ultimate taskmaster. It rules Capricorn. Capricorns, I love you, I do. But if there's anything that Saturn does well, it's hold us accountable and makes us learn lessons. And we're just going to repeat those lessons until we learn them. So work with that energy. So even if you're making your new moon wishes, manifestations, etc., and Saturn's holding you back, like, are you sure you're ready for that? Did you learn everything? Really check on that. Okay. So it's a great time. Don't think that it's not a great time. Like, oh, what's the point then if Saturn's just going to be here hammering away? Saturn's a teacher. It just wants us to learn so that we can move forward and that we can fully embrace the good stuff that's coming in. So with this new moon, again, I'm not going to go into it too much, but we'll touch on it a little bit since we are kicking off the month with it. You can make a plan. And I say that with a grain of salt because Virgo, I love you. Virgos are fabulous. They're earth signs. They're really great at making a plan and they really want to stick to it. But if it's not perfect, then they might not implement the plan until they're absolutely sure. So don't be afraid to take some risks. Just kind of let that energy simmer a little bit. And, don't let it bring you down. Still get into your new moon manifesting, do your thing, all the great stuff. And using that full moon energy will be awesome to let go of any limiting belief systems that are like, oh, what's the point? Or if it's not perfect, it's never going to work. I'm not going to do it. Or I thought I had the perfect plan and something went haywire. So insert negative thoughts here. Clear, cancel, delete. Let it go. Under the full moon, it'll be a great time to evaluate what's working and what's not, and just to make that little tweak. Because then we're going to hit Libra season and you'll be fine. So, make your plan. I know, man plans, God laughs, right? But not necessarily. It's more like you make a plan, and nobody ever says that old adage when stuff works. It's only when things don't work. And that's really getting into victim mentality. So let that go. Make your plan, adjust the sails if you need to. It's cool. So that's a good way to use these two moon energies in Virgo and Pisces, because again, remember they're opposite signs, to your advantage. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to look at overall energy for the month for you. And I'm also going to pull specific cards around career, love, and whatever else might come out. Definitely healing, because hi, Willow Tree Healing. It's what we do here. So where's your opportunity for healing? I've got some new decks that I'm really excited to play with. So yay. All right. So let's see what's going on. Let's get started. All right, Taurus. What is going on for you for September? We are in fellow Earth sign Virgo season. So hopefully it is treating you well. Came into Virgo around August 22nd. It'll go, usually sun signs change around the 20th, 21st, 22nd of the month. So we'll be in Virgo season for most of September, and then we flip into Libra season. Well, okay. Chatty cards. Four of Pentacles. Ooh, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Reversals aren't bad. It's just a different way of reading the energy. the Seven of Cups in reverse. I'm just laughing. It's not a good or bad thing. It's just always kind of ironic to me. Death. Okay, we can't leave that alone. That is Scorpio energy, which is your opposite sign. It is in the Light Seers Tarot, they do a great job of the illustration. It's death and rebirth. It's Pluto energy. So it's this transformation. It's the phoenix. It is nothing to be afraid of. It's one of my favorite tarot cards, quite honestly, because it means that there's a big transformation coming through. Love that journey for you, Taurus. Okay, apparently no more tarot cards want to come out about that, so we'll clarify with oracle cards when we get there. It's just a different divination system. So with the Four of Pentacles crowning your reading here, that's, if you're watching, you can see he's got all these pentacles kind of huddled together, this lovely bouquet, but he's got a look on his face like he is trying to figure something out. Like, where do I want to put these? What do I want to do with them? And that's what the Four of Pentacles is about. It's about conserving your resources and using them wisely. So being very judicious. Taurus, that is what you are all about. Using your resources wisely. That's a good thing, especially since we know what's coming. So this Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. Knights are all about action, and this is the man with a plan energy. Gender's neutral in tarot. Just flow with me in our world of duality for simplicity's sake. That's what I mean. So it could be, again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, apply it to your situation accordingly. Just take the guidance. So this could be that what you were planning wasn't working for you. And it could also be that you feel stuck. Like, oh man, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. And that's okay. I know it doesn't feel great. Been there for sure, especially recently. So in this moment of pause of, well, I got to go back to the drawing board. That didn't work. It's not a failure, Taurus. Not at all. This is simply an opportunity to go back and make a revision. Hey, I learned. It's either whatever we set out to do, whatever venture it is for us, whatever we set out to do, if it works, great. It's a wild success. If it doesn't work, awesome. It's a lesson. You think the light bulb was invented in one fell swoop? It took like 100 tries. Google it. It took them over like somewhere around 100 tries to get it right. And it's still being improved upon. I mean, look, we've got LED now and all kinds of other types of light bulbs. So it's okay to go back. It's a lesson. The mistake would be, and it's the definition of insanity, that you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. So this is saying, hey, put your money where your mouth is and go and make something happen. It's okay to go back to the drawing board. It's awesome that you have that opportunity. Mindset shift. With Judgment in reverse, there might be some sort of judgment call that you need to make, and you're not willing to make it. You're not ready to make it. You don't want to make it. Maybe you are even, how do I say this nicely? Refusing to make a decision, and that's okay. But with Judgment in reverse, maybe you're not making a decision because, again, you're just not sure. You're like, listen, I've made other decisions that have led me here that I label these decisions as bad or poor decisions, or, oh, great, look where it got me. I can't trust myself. Like, don't lean into that. Please don't. It's a lesson. So, like, don't beat yourself up over this plan not working. It could be things beyond your circumstances. Things are out of your control. It's okay to release the control, Taurus. It's okay to let it go. And know that we can't control every single thing. The only thing that we can control is ourselves. and how we respond, not react, respond to those circumstances. So if you're in this place of self-doubt, or you're judging yourself really harshly, or like, oh, what was me? This is never going to work. You know, any kind of self-defeatist, that's what judgment in reverse is. Any kind of self-defeatist mentality, flip the script. You get to choose. Don't blame yourself, or like, oh, bad things always happen to me, or, you know, whatever it is. That is a little bit of victim mentality too, the not taking responsibility for the action that you aren't taking. Make sense? So learning how to release that judgment, how to not be so harsh on yourself, to realize that it really is okay to go back to the drawing board. With the Seven of Cups here in reverse, you might have the feeling that you don't have any more options. I've exhausted all my options, or I can't see the other options that are available to me. And really, there are a lot of options. You do. You get to choose. You get, if there is no way, make the way. Got it? So any kind of confusion, any lack of focus, or inability to see the path forward is an opportunity to create a new one. Beautiful. I really, really like that. And then death. So, as you can see, no one's dying. They're circling the wagons. They're regrouping. It's like, all right, we're going to make it through this. It's okay. What didn't work, didn't work. It's totally fine. There's plenty of room to create something new. Do you know what comes after the death card? Temperance. Before it is the Hanged One, like that stuck energy, seeing something, seeing a different way of doing things, and then saying, aha, death to the old, birth to the new. Okay, the phoenix energy. Something is ending and a new beginning. And that has been a huge theme in all of the readings, because I started with Virgo. Something, and I've been feeling this energy coming since July. Something big's happening this month. I don't know what it is, but this opportunity, and the fact that it has permeated pretty much every reading from Virgo to you, there's this new beginning coming. And it's really beautiful. Really beautiful. Sometimes endings can be painful. I acknowledge and reflect that back to you, but have the courage to write a new chapter, or write a whole new book, whatever you choose, Taurus. Strength and life purpose. Oh, okay, Taurus. So maybe you have the strength to move into, maybe you've been in denial, judgment in reverse. Maybe you've been in denial about your life purpose. And, you know, maybe somebody said, oh, you always wanted to be an artist. And somebody said to you, oh, you'll never make any money. They call it a starving artist for a reason. That doesn't have to be true for you. Do your thing, Taurus. Do your thing. It is going to make you happy. You have the strength. This other stuff hasn't worked out because it wasn't for you. It wasn't for you. That's why it didn't work out. Ooh. Okay. Healing. Where are you being invited to heal this month, Taurus? What are you being invited to heal? Self-sabotage. Yep. Self-sabotage. Where have you cut yourself short? Be really honest with yourself so that you can heal it. It's like saying, my shoulder doesn't hurt. My shoulder doesn't hurt. You dislocated your shoulder. Go get it fixed. No, it's fine. What are you doing? No. Awareness from the unicorn stack. It's so beautiful. It's pretty if you're not watching. Hopefully it's translating on camera if you are. It's a pretty stark contrast. It's gray and sepia tones, but then the horse's mane and tail are vibrant orange, and that makes me think of phoenix energy rising from the ashes. So, awareness, live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, look for signs and guidance because Spirit's always guiding us. We're always receiving messages from Spirit saying, hey, this way. Little guideposts that say you're on the right path or exit now, make a U-turn, whatever it might be. From the Soul Coaching deck, this is a deck that is really, it's lovely. It is. It has a nice way of handing us, how do I put this nicely? Handing us guidance where we need it, like the big sister nudge from the universe. It's handing us our asses, Taurus. That's what I'm trying to say. What you got for Taurus this month? Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? Ooh, I love that. Because you're the bull that is not in a china shop being destructive. That's your shadow side. You're the bull that is laying out in the field, sunning itself, chewing on grass, wearing a flower crown. So does my life have room for more pleasure and play? The answer is yes. There's always room. In what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work. Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? Ooh, I love that. So your soul action, which would be your meditation or journal prompt. What would happen if you added more play and laughter into your life? Spoiler alert, you'd be happier. What area is lacking this joy right now? Be really honest with yourself. Where are you sabotaging? Take time to play. Let go of any need to produce anything. So that childlike energy where you get to have some fun. Give yourself permission to have fun, Taurus. If this is a love situation from you, from the Love Story Oracle, heartbreak and healing. Mic drop. So where there is heartbreak, there is an opportunity for healing. When things are broken open, that's what bereavement means. Hi, I'm a grief counselor. So the word means to be broken open. And it's that somebody help me in the comments. I can't remember what it's called. It's Japanese philosophy about when you drop a bowl and you break it and there's a crack in it, or you piece it back together, you fill it in with gold and it becomes part of the piece. So it's not broken, it's just beautified. So even broken pieces make a mosaic, Taurus. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So it's where have you been breaking your own heart? The self-sabotage energy. Where have you been breaking your own heart? And to heal it is to lean into your purpose and bring more pleasure and play into your life. That's awesome. That is awesome energy, Taurus. I really love that journey for you. So, September looks really good. You've got homework, as always. But here you go, Taurus. Let me know what's going on for you. This is amazing. If you want to dive deeper into this, put your own energy in, all of my information is in the description box below to get your own reading. Feel free to reach out to me via email or hit my Calendly link if you want to set up a consultation. We can do that. Phone call, Zoom, whatever makes you happy. And then we can explore this a little further. But awesome energy. So have a great September, Taurus. Take care. See you next time.